We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
What? 180.
Mike 54.
Don't let him breathe.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
There we go.
And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that score's a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble and don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
We're going to work.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They go play action here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Looking for Woods that time.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 41 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Keep it rolling.
CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number 1, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Fair catch made at the 20.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory, running down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Mike Ford in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
All day. All day.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
3rd and long. It's gone. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. D Ford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a
Here we
jolt.
go, here we go.
One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Here we go.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Garoppolo. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people trying to change directions. Hard to do.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
12, fellas, here we go.
58's the Mike.
Now Garoppolo trying to get after the pick six. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, 55 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We played to win. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Okay, dog.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turn it upfield for good yardage. Now a first down throw. Gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Value 3.
Play action. Here's Goff. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Marcus Davenport. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd and 12.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
12.
91 is the mic.
Here it comes. Check that.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Reggie Ragland, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
Let's go, baby.
He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complimentary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I got him.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Here we go.
Yeah, you file that as unsuccessful.
21,
yeah, you
21.
do, don't you? Except on the stats.
It's our time.
Throwing the ball,
You get a completion.
you get a catch,
You got time right
but
there.
still,
No
no
yardage.
yardage. Okay.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
Their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Come on, boy.
Now gone.
Don't be scared of it.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series. They need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Goff's throw here finds Woods. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again. Goff toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Black 20.
Silver. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down.
Check it out.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal.
I got you.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
Check 43.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Oh, yeah,
Matt Breida
That's how
with
you
his
score.
2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Jake Elliott
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now it's gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the 50, it's gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. 16 yards is the pickup there at a first down for L.A.
Let's go.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. It was a big run that got them down into position, and then they finish it off 1 play later with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and they've got them really thinking to themselves, after that big run, they're probably going to come back and hit us again with the same thing or something similar. Instead, they go to the air, and it's a touchdown that way.
The Niners take over first
All day,
and
baby,
10
all day.
at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
13.
Still more than a minute to go.
there.
So there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here.
Let's go,
Without those
baby.
timeouts,
Let's
you
go.
can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here we go, here we go,
Big
here we
play
go.
to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Check pass.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go,
So
here we go.
second
Black
and 8 here after the pass play
21,
for 2
21.
yards on first
I'm
down.
here all day. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Clock, clock, clock.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that,
Check,
because
check.
when
Watch
the game
54,
starts
watch
to move
54.
fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of
Yo,
times they'll fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. A big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 12-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
21, 21. Kill.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
11. 11.
Mike. Here we go, D.
Hey, Echo.
Here I come. 58's the Mike. 58's the
On
Mike.
third and long, it's Garoppolo.
Double up.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown. Oh,
Jimmy
touchdown.
Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? They're flying the ball for this one, though.
Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sack.
So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Right there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Breida. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
58's the mic. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
They go counter with Breida. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
54. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Garoppolo now. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there.
Here we go, here we go.
The sticks.
180!
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Touchdown, 49ers!
Yeah, score!
Three touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Rams take over.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Another carry now for Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Not 120.
Exit, exit.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. D4 in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over first and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 180.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50,
baby.
right at midfield.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
Here we go,
So
here we
the
go, here we
opening
go.
play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's go, boys.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying
Here
to
we go,
figure out how to get back to the toes part.
58's the Mike.
We own them. We own them.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
I'm going to hit you.
Just what you want on a
all
first down
day,
run.
baby.
Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Rams 17-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
58's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
That's it, baby.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
80.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is Mostert. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 180.
54. Mike, 54.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
No. Off.
They'll try to run with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mike,
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, come on, oh.
They'll toss it to Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
17. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Come on, baby. Let's
The
go.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Right
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I want that. Give me that.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Here we go.
This team has been thoroughly beaten.
Goff now to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team to have a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Mostert and some room to work. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Check the backer, check.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Get out of here, man.
Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to strike this one away. They go to Johnson again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Set, go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Mullins on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Ready?
54.
10 Lobo.
Where's Mike? Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Ready, ready.
And they take a knee.
Mullins on the keeper.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.